And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. From the 25, here's second and 9. Throwing is Williams. And this is incomplete. If you look at this Browns defense, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
On play action, here's Williams. He'll try and do this himself. And tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
A feather in the cap for the defender picking up one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they have their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here we go.
Off play action, Fields. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, first and 10. Here's second and 7. To throw, Williams. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. The Bears at 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. But Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Right back to Swift again on second down. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one good for 33 and a first.
I can say this from experience, especially from a defensive back's perspective. There's not many things more terrifying than a toss sweep or a pitch play and all that beef out in front of the runner.
Yeah, I had an old coach say 3 words on those plays, toss or pitch. Set the edge, heard him over and over.
A lot of times they roll the edge, and when they do that, that's why you can go for a long way.
You look at this Browns defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
To throw, it's Williams. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit was just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
No mas, no mas. You got a mini base. Why not?
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go. Green 19, that's it. Press, punch right. Hey, can. Right.
From the gun, here's Fields. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now Fields going to run. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
It's taken to the 26. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Bears take over.
At their own 41-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard as soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A handoff, Swift running to the left. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
He's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Hey, Ken. Go.
Out of the gun, Fields. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here, bro.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy.
Give them motherfuckers blessings.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go. 319, got that? Right.
Here's Fields. He gets this into the hands of Jenkins. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Left side, he's got the tight end, Fannin. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Harold Fannin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 22-yard line.
Swift going to try up the middle. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Williams. And that is incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Oh, my God.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Browns drive about to get started. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Good man defense.
A nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. His early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Fields. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. And see, you look at this defense, you know, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect. And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half.
That sucks.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Here we go. Good.
They'll give up the middle. Jenkins.
Another fucking offside?
As he's up past the 35-yard line.
Come on, man. Why the fuck is he offside? They're for real,
so
2K.
A first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. An inside run with Jenkins. And he takes us all the way down to the Bears 26.
That's nuts.
A big pickup of 38. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. This is caught. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They got 29 yards that time.
First and goal, Cleveland.
Here we go.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And a point after, good by Grupe. And that makes our score 17-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Off the play fake, it's Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
That's good for a Bears first down.
Looking to throw is Williams. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
More yards. That's another Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. They'll go play action here with Williams. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
To throw once more, here's Williams. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. To the air, Williams. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now, glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Williams going to look to throw again. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Oh.
Mason Graham drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Play action. It's Fields. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On the option right is Fields. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Here we go. Turn ball, turn. Tonight.
Fields going to keep it once more. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So into their territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On the zone read, this is Judkins.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Quinshon Judkins, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Browns add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Groupie able to add the PAT. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Nobody on my team is blocked. On special teams. Oh, shit.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
This shit is crazy.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Williams.
What?
Fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Williams.
Ain't no block. That motherfucker came clean through. Off the line. No block. Man.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 41 yards.
Well, that's something you haven't had to talk about much this game. A nice big play right there. But this team, overall, they haven't done a whole lot offensively.
Well, they're still sitting on the goose egg. We talk about defenses having pride in a shutout. This offense wants to get rid of that 0. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
66 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 6-yard line.
Now they'll audible to something else. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams.
Touchdown! Colston Loveland from 6 yards away.
And the Bears are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year.
The Bears will line up for the 2-point.
They'll try to run with Swift.
And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
And the Browns are able to cover this one up.
He's
And he takes it all the way, but there is a flag down, so celebration. This one's coming back.
Grouping for the extra point.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
On the return, the Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Throwing is Williams. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Williams. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
There's a short one caught by Fannin.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Now Fields going to run.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Browns are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. A point after, good by Grupe. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner.